All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Better Biomed. Folks, I've got a package here. I have no clue what's inside it. And it was sent to me by the leading, by the way, the leading influencer in the HTM community. That's the only time you'll ever hear me say that because I just hate that phrase. But um, he is the leading, his numbers beat out mine. And I commend him strongly because I love competition and it drives me to do even better and bigger things. Guys, HTM Workshop sent me a package and I'm extremely excited. This is brought to us by Brian Bell, Dr. Brian Bell, who has done an amazing job. I've got a couple of his books right here. The newest one, Medical Device Networking and Cybersecurity. And then he's got the first edition here, Essentials of Biomedical Engineering Technology, Healthcare Technology Management. Fantastic books, by the way. And these are sitting over here in the background all the time. And I use them as references. And every once in a while, when somebody asks me a question, I'll pull it out and I'll give them an exact excerpt of what they should be looking forward to. Guys, this is phenomenal. Now, if there's somebody who should be the influencer of the year, which guys, I don't like that term at all, which is why I'm not advertising anybody voting for whatever. If there's one person that deserves this, okay, it's through the work that Dr. Brian Bell has put in to HTM Workshop. HTM Workshop, they're beating my numbers. I'm at 25,000 subscribers. He's at 31.4 across 422 videos. He does phenomenal job, guys. There's no way around it. And the thing is Dr. Bell is such a professional that you probably don't even know who he is. He's out there absolutely dominating when it comes to numbers. He has figured out the formula for short form content, and he is the one that inspired me to do short form content. And it's just you reach more people. I mean, look at this one video he's got right here. Oops, avoid this one common mistake. He's got 12,000 views on that video. That's 12,000 people that he's reaching out to. See, influencer of the year should be about numbers because your influence is about your numbers. That's how many people you have influence over. And Dr. Bell, he's reaching more and more people and introducing them about the clinical engineering career field than anybody, including myself. There's so many people interested in electronics and stuff, and he's putting out all these cool videos on electronics. And he's also got these books going on here. And he's a published author, and these are phenomenal books. So check them out. I'll leave a link in the video description down below so you can take a look at these books. The whole entire website for HTM Workshop is fantastic, guys. It's absolutely fantastic. And he has sent me a package, and I have no idea what's inside this bag. It could be a gag, but that's not like him. He puts a lot of time and effort and investment into the products that he creates, into the books. He's also the one we did videos previously about the ECG kit that you can put together yourself. It's a simulator and an analyzer, like two different kits. You can put them together and you can simulate ECG. Or it's an ECG and a simulator. And, one reads the other. And it's all done through Arduino Nanos, which is so cool. So, guys, I have no clue what's in this bag. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's figure this out together. And if I was a little bit more prepared, I would have one of my various knives readily available, folks. There we go. So, let's open this bad boy up. I have no idea what this is. He wouldn't tell me what it is, but that just means it's going to be something good, folks. Oh my gosh. Anytime I see circuit boards, it's kind of like when I walk through a hospital and I see vintage test equipment. There's something deep in my soul that gets very excitable. When I see circuit boards of any site, any type whatsoever, I'm going to get very, very excited. And I have seen videos that he's been posting for a long time developing this. And it is a gamepad that you yourself can put together. And it's not just a gamepad, that'd be too easy. It's actually got a brain on there and you can program it and you can do some really cool things. He's got multiple videos on there, And this whole time, I've been waiting to see where he's going with this project because I myself have been impassioned about things like Arduino programming, which I wish I had my other camera on. I would show you over here behind me. I've got a game myself that I'm making from scratch using AI and Python and programming and UART seeking and all this other stuff and Arduino to read the UARTs. So, man, I'm so excited about it. But here's a finished product right here, guys. This is the Gamepad Quest. And the thing is, I don't want to put this together because I want to do this with somebody and, hope to spark some passion in somebody else. So we're just going to go through what's in the kit because this is absolutely phenomenal. This is what you get with this kit. So first off, we have a book. Let's go through the book because this is going to be so cool. Um, Says this license enables users distribute, remix, adapt, and build upon any material. See, that is a good thing because that allows people to take what he's already done and see how far they can take it. Which is super cool. Okay, so he's going to tell you about the components. He built it out kind of like a game in the user manual to tell you like what's going on, which is actually very cool. Your inventory. So instead of a bomb bill of materials, he's got an inventory here. And I like Brian. You guys. Oh my God. Okay. I love it. I love it. I already love it, guys. So here we have the soldering iron. We have solder, tools and supplies, tool lore. I like this because he's making it an educational experience all the way around. Going to teach you about the multimeters. Going to teach you about the batteries. I dig this. And you know what's even cooler than all this? I've been a huge proponent of using QR codes and videos for training, of course. And here he's got videos of each of the little tutorials. So it's not like here, like a traditional electronics kit where they say, here, put this together. No, he's teaching it as an opportunity. Like, here's soldering irons. Let's learn about soldering irons. I do dig this. It took so much energy and effort to make this happen. And I love this. He talks about solder joints. Man, good job, Brian. Good job. I know that this took a lot of energy and a lot of effort. Side quests talking about component layouts and breadboard. Is there a breadboard in here? I know he did this on breadboard. I see the PCB. Oh, it's a purple PCB too. How cool. All right. Oh, is there a multimeter in here too? You guys, how cool is this? Okay, we're gonna get to that in a moment. Oh my gosh, I can't help this. All right. So he's talking about the breadboards and how you can build this as a demo circuit, which is what I'm doing back here. Um, so first you prove the concept and you figure out all your connections to all your sensors and whatnot, and you get all the timing and everything down correctly, and then you can move on into PCB development later once you prove the concept. That's why breadboards are beautiful because you can rapidly change your design. This is so cool. Look at, he's talking about series and parallel resistors. Guys. All right. Well, Arduino Nano, of course. I love the Nano. I wasn't really familiar with the Nano until HTM Workshop's other kits they sent here, and you got to program a Nano by yourself. And I learned so much about Arduino. And you know something? I think I'm going to do a series of videos on Arduino, maybe with Dr. Bell. Maybe we'll do a joint video or something if he's up for it. Because I'm not an expert in it by any means. However, it's so enjoyable. It's once you program it and you see things magically happen, and I use AI to do a lot of my programming, and it just works. It works really well too, and it really teaches you that machines are only as smart as you make them. So if you forget something like, oh, I forgot that if I don't put a timer on my button, it will detect the button press and the button release as a possible double press. So you got to build in little timers and stuff, delays, so that you don't get the double presses on buttons and stuff. It's the little things that teach you so much about electronics. And look right here, we're talking about buttons. And actually, he's got a capacitor opposite of the button. So I do believe that that's going to be his timer. It's going to give you a little bit of a delay when you depress the button so he doesn't get the double press problem like I did. All right, cool. So these are momentary buttons, which I don't see that it says. Yeah, it does right there. On and off state, momentarily or maintained. Good job. Good job. I'm very specific when I talk about electronics, not only because I love them, but because there's a definite difference between latching and momentary buttons. So good job, man. I'm so excited. Maybe I'll do this kit with my son, or maybe I'll bring a Biomed 1 in here and we will just do it from scratch. And we'll from scratch. Maybe we'll do a live stream one day and just go through the whole kit, programming and everything. It's going to be an endeavor, but I absolutely love it. Modding, cheat codes. You can put cheat codes in your game code. I love it. So that is the manual. Gosh, I know I took a long time to go over that, but holy cow, how cool. Okay, so let's go over what we have in the kit. All right. So first off, I have a soldering iron here, and it's not. I mean, it's not the most expensive soldering iron, but it's not the cheapest one either. Because like the old Wellers, you know which ones I'm talking about. You can't control the temperature or anything. Look at this one right here. We have up and down, so we can adjust the temperature, and it is one of the good soldering irons. Take a look at the heating element right there. So the thermocouple and everything will be in here. I've got much cheaper soldering irons over here than this one. Trust me. It's got a rubberized, stylized grip so that you don't slip around. And it's very thin, very pliable cord, very easy to manipulate. You guys know I'm kind of fussy about my soldering irons because it's your tool. And this one here, this is a solid use right here. That's a good one. Okay, let's see what else we got. I have multimeter leads. Now, anytime you see multimeter leads, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And I obviously haven't seen it yet, but we have this guy right here. And what we have is a very cool little pocket multimeter. Now, guys, these multimeters right here are some of my absolute favorite. These little guys. Keep one in your vehicle. You'll never know when you're going to use it. And like the one in my car or in my grab bag, because I got a grab bag for tools and stuff. You never know how often you're going to use it. It's very frequent. So simple to use. So you got volts for DC, volts for AC. We've got resistance. We've got continuity and diode mode. Very cool that this little guy's got that. And we've got milliamps. We've got microamps. We've got off. You can select your deviations here. So we can select over for AC or DC on the milliamps. Cool. And it's got a backlight. God knows I love a good backlight on a meter. So that's what these two go together for. So you don't even have to buy a meter. How cool. This is an education experience. This isn't an educational kit. This is an educational experience. So cool that this other stuff is included too. Okay. So we have soldering iron tips. All right, guys. Soldering iron tips are going to make a very big difference on what you're going to be doing. We got the taper tip. We've got the conical at a, 45-degree angle. I absolutely love those because they hold the solder. We've got the wedge tip. And the wedge tips are very good for getting next to chips and stuff. They don't hold very much solder, but they don't need to. It's when you want to heat up a large pin or a solder joint that's pretty large. And we've got a large conical tip. Large conical tip is probably one of the most versatile tips that you're going to use. We have a sizable quantity of solder, and this one here, I almost looks like lead-free solder, and that's almost what I would expect. Lead-free solder. I like a good 60-40 lead. All right, and here is my soldering iron holder. Of course, you fold this guy up and it holds the tip of your soldering iron up. And I have the wet sponge. You folks know that I am not a fan of wet sponges because it cools the tip down and you have recovery time after that, and it can lead to extra oxidation of your tips. But as long as you use a wet sponge and some tinning, there's some tip tinner, you will be fine. Let's check out some of the other cool stuff. We have a bag of goodies. Had to say it like that too, guys. It's because this is where the action's at. Gosh darn it. Brian, I had no concept of what I was going to do this weekend. I had some videos that were planned out, and now I clearly am putting together a gamepad because this is going to be one of the coolest things I've done in a long time. So here is the PCB. It is a multi-layer PCB, and it looks like it's the thickness of a 5 or 6 layer PCB. That's a real thick, that's a hefty boy. So there it is, Gamepad version 2.2 point something. Very big ground plane on the back. You can see excellent layout, and we've got pretty good silk screening on everything. Clear, I can read it just fine. Nice. He's even got micro silk screening for like your voltage rails. Good job. All right. We have here our LCD display. Very cool. LCD display is where some of the magic's going to happen because this is a gamepad that you can play games on. I'm super excited about that. Okay. I have a micro LCD display. Is there 2 displays on this guy? What? I've got a big display. Check. And I've got a smaller display. Check. And the interesting thing is the pins right here, VCC, SCL, SDA, ground. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll figure that out together. We've got some jumpers. We've got a USB-C cable. Let's see. I've got a whole bunch of resistors. We got our momentary push buttons, a collection of them, of course. And here is the brains of the show. This is our Arduino Nano. Fantastic. I've got a power supply right here, which is a 9-volt battery, and it goes down to a mini connector. And that guy we're going to solder on the PCB, which you can see right here. Ta-da! Probably like that, right there. And this guy's going to connect. Let's see, we got some of our risers, 2 risers, some electrolytic capacitors. They are polarized. Okay, and we have a little speaker, right? Is that what this guy is? Yeah, yeah. We have a little speaker right here. An interesting thing I learned is that you see how the speaker's got this little sticker over it? It's because you don't want liquids to get inside it. And what they'll do is they'll solder this on a PCB, and then the PCB will go through a washing or treatment process to get rid of, all the extra flux and stuff that's stuck to the board. And then after you're done, you peel the sticker off. Boop. But since this isn't going to be going through a lead bath or anything, I could technically peel the sticker off now if I wanted to. Okay. We've got a series of LEDs. I figure they're status LEDs and or gameplay LEDs. And we've got a whole bunch of little ceramic capacitors, I think, and a 3-position switch, right? No, 2-position switch. Okay. So it's a 2-pole single throw switch right there. And this guy will probably go right here where the power is. There. So anyway, I have a fantastic microscope over here, or it's a really nice PTZ camera, and it's got phenomenal zoom. So what I'm thinking we do is I'll clear off this bench over here, and this weekend we will go ahead and we will solder this bad boy together with my really good camera. You won't have this camera here to view me, I know, unfortunate, right? But you will have a really good down view of step by step the process of assembling this. And then we're going to go ahead and hook this bad boy up and we're going to program this Arduino, which I'm going to assume does not have a program currently on it. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. This is one of the newer Arduino Nanos because you notice that it has a USB-C connector on it. Congrats. I dig that. In fact, I've been playing around with the old Arduino Nano so much that you can see I've got this old USB cable. This guy here has been sitting here on my desk because I plug in Arduinos all the time to test them out, and then I figure out that I screwed up something, and then I go back. I've got a couple ICs, single IC right here, and this is a triple nickel 555 timer. So that guy is going to go right here. Okay, cool. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Holy cow. All right, guys. Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a full build video on this weekend. Maybe we do it in two steps. One, a build, and then the second one, programming, step by step, how to program it. Now, I know Dr. Brian Bell, he's already got videos on all of this, and he probably is going to show you better than me. But I'm still going to do it anyway because I absolutely love this stuff. I love this stuff. Thank you, Dr. Brian Bell, HTM Workshop. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and link a link in the video description down below where you can check these out. It comes with a 3D printed, very hefty, very durable. The infill on this thing is substantial, guys. And you can see what's going to happen here. Delicately get my components off. This guy's going to sit right there, and you're going to gameplay right here. How cool. I've got some stickers right here, and I have some charts. And you guys put so much work into this. Oh my gosh, look at this. Main quest tutorial, step by steps. I like the play on games. It's a game controller, something to spark interest in people, get them interested. I absolutely love this, guys. Um, I'm going to read through this manual so I have a better idea of what we're going to be building here. I've already kind of got a grasp just by the looks of it. Could probably start right now, but I'd rather do a whole separate video where we're going to go through this kit, guys. So this is the Gamepad Quest. And like I said, I'm going to leave a link down below. Go ahead and check it out. Guys, this is a phenomenal build. You're going to have a great time, especially with your kids. Involve your kids. I love doing stuff with my kids. So they're probably going to be working with me on this. Folks, check out HTM Workshop's other books. Dr. Brian Bell's published offer. We have HTM Technology Management, and we've got Networking, Cybersecurity. Both of them are really good books, phenomenal reading, and a good backup source of information to sit behind your countertop and make you look like you know more than you do, right? All right, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing some build videos. This is going to be one of the coolest things I've ever done. See you guys.